All right, let's go to website member SD from Dallas, Texas. I do want to say thanks to Hippopotamus Bosch for the Twitch Prime subscription. I'm guessing that that's a reference to Hieronymus Bosch, the TV show, which is a pretty damn good show, I have to say. Also, thanks to Ryan S. Chazier. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. You're new member number 44 today, but SD, welcome. What's on your mind?
Hey, David, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. It's not a great connection that we have, but I can hear you technically.
Sorry, hold on one
Oh,
second.
there you go. That's somewhat better.
Is this better?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for taking my call. It's been a while. My question is mostly, so of course, like regulation is absolutely needed, but
Yes,
sometimes like when there is too much, it can give like all regulation a bad name. So my question to you is, are there any forms of like deregulation that like you currently are like really in favor of?
That's a really good question. You know, there probably are, but I can't think offhand of any particular deregulation that I'm sort of like pushing for. Are there any you can think of that I should consider?
There are currently a few that I do have in mind. There's like some forms of occupational licensing that to me, like when somebody told me about it, I thought, okay, yeah, maybe that's a little too much.
Yeah.
And then there's other like small things that I think of like that are non-binding regulations, but still overall give regulation a bad name. So like, for example, like in the industry that like I work in, like almost everything has a Prop 65 label on it.
Oh, yeah,
You know what that is?
Yeah, where it says like it may
Yeah.
cause cancer.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and especially like with a lot of like home improvement goods and building materials, like everything has the label on it.
Right.
Like almost everything. So that's something to me where like it doesn't discourage anybody from buying the product, but it still overall kind of gives regulation a bad name. I've even heard people bring it up to me like in conversation to tell me how bad regulation is.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think that that's relative. The things you're listing are minor enough that it sounds like we aren't dramatically over-regulated in this country. And in fact, I would argue that in many industries we are under-regulated. But I am very much on board with what you're saying, that I don't favor regulation for the sake of regulation. I want regulations that make sense and are needed and are appropriate for the circumstances, not regulation just for the sake of controlling industries or people.
I think that's a really great way to put it.
But do you agree we're not really, if we're over-regulated, it's very, very narrowly. It's, for the most part, we don't have a country that is over-regulated.
For the most part, I agree. Yeah.
All right. That's fair. All right. Well, thanks, SD. Appreciate the call. Thank you. All right. There's SD from Dallas.